And welcome back to Sadie Spincraft. Right, that is not a good angle. I'll bring it down a little bit. Ugh, I look awful. Never mind, this will work. There we go. Although you can... Filthy. How is everyone anyway? I'm going to wait till a few people come in, and I've got some thank yous to say. So there we go. How is everybody? Today we'll be doing some more on the cardigan because I've got some more. I need to say thank you to a couple of people. So I'll give everyone a chance to come in and then I'll do my thank yous. Hi, Jenna, darling. You all right, sweetheart? So, yeah. I'm getting somewhere on my cardigan. Well, once I've got the basic bit, I'll be adding a bottom bit so it comes down to my ankles. And then I'll be adding cuffs, so it'll probably look like a proper sleeve. So I could stop, say here, and add it on. Cool. So, there's only... Hi, Wendy, love. Not a problem. You enjoy your cuppa. Because I'm sure you've got all sorts going on. So I need to say thank you. I think it was Tracy. I don't know. But I'm going to assume it was Tracy. Tracy Irwin. Because it just arrived. It didn't say who it come from. So I'll just get it all out. Because there was quite a bit. Right. So one for all these, which are for doing cables with knitting. Hi, Jules. You all right, sweetheart? Hi, Heka. And these big, like, massive pins. Look at the size of it. For doing knitting and things. So, and she also got me a load of, where are they? The down in the bag, but she got me a load of stitch markers, which is good. Thank you. And I need to say thank you to Jules for this fantastic bag. As you can see, it's been well used. I've got... Oh, and Tracy also got me these as well, so I can keep count of how many rows I've done and whatnot for when I'm making my patterns for a jumper. Yay! So fingers crossed this year I actually get round to spinning up the Polworth and getting it made into a jumper. I'm doing good, thank you. Hi, Ziggy. And yeah, some proper knitting ones as well. Don't look at those ones because they're not meant to be in there. But those as well. So, yeah. My lovely little bag is full. I've also started another cardigan, but this one's going to be a bit more fancy with the stitching, but we'll come to that another day. We've got what we're doing. And do you know, I'm still finding pockets on this thing. It's amazing. I'm in love. Now I want more. But yeah, look at that. And it's purple. Gorgeous. So thank you very much, Jules. Hi, everybody. Coming in. I will get round to it in just a second. I got all excited. Hi, T. Right, so everyone's saying good morning all. That's brilliant. It's nice to see so many here. Hi, I have to leave now to get my son from kindergarten. Maybe next time I'll catch the live stream. Not a problem, sweetheart. We've all got a life to lead, so don't you worry about that. Yes, I do know only subscribers can use the chat, and I've done it for a reason. So don't you worry. It means it's harder for the trolls to get in. They have to be subscribed to be able to chat. So don't worry about it, sweetheart. Thank you very much for mentioning it, though. So, right, we're starting on the... Turn you around. The double stitch. The double... What? The double crochet. Wow. So with this, I've started with double crochet in a square. Then I've gone to double crochet with granny stitch. And now I'm going back to this. And then I'll go back to the granny. But yeah, that is how we're working it until I get to a certain size. And then we'll sew what we've got to sew. Then we're going to add a base. So it goes right down to the bottom of my legs. Then we'll add the collar, the buttons, the sleeves. This is going to be one of the weirdest cardigans ever, but it's going to look amazing. So that is all I'm going to say. Hi, Chris, darling. So yeah, I got this from B&M Bargains. It were a £5 for 250 grams. And if this pattern works how I want it to work, I am going to spin up all the texel that I got last year, and I'm going to crochet it all in full wool for myself. I might even add Jacobs to it as well. So texel and Jacobs, I might just blend it together. It sounds nice, doesn't it? So yeah, my creativity is coming back. I am starting to feel myself again, but that might have something to do with a bit of sunshine out there. I've got a cat. It's my daughter's, and she's gone to go live with a gran, and a gran's got 2 dogs, and the dogs don't like cats. So I've had to take the cat in, only to find out it's got fleas. Then I've had to get rid of the fleas, and I'm now having to flea bomb my house. Lovely. So that we can get rid of the fleas. It's a reason, right? Don't get me wrong. She's lovely. But it's the reason why I don't do cats. Because cats really are prone to fleas. You know? It's one of them things they can't help. It's not their fault. It's just not something I like. Hi, Duana. How are you, sweetheart? Yes, please. I'd love to get rid of them because I don't know how long she's staying. I've been using a knit comb on her. She's had no choice. I've pinned her down, and she's had this stuff on back. So spot on. She's had a shampoo bath. She had no choice. And then a knit combed her in the bath as well. So there. We have a brand here called 40 Mule Train. What's borax? Never heard of it. Never heard of it. So yeah, anyway, we've had a bit of an episode with fleas this past week. She's only been here a week. Ugh. In fact, no, she's been here since Friday. So not even a week. Where's my... So yeah, it's going to be cool when it's done, is this. I'm not really writing down the pattern because I can see it. But what I will do when I get to however big I want it, I'll count the rounds and then I'll count how many down. So I'll be able to put some sort of pattern out there for you all to be able to do it. Sweetie, don't forget the thumbs up for the lovely lassie. Oh, thank you, darling. Thank you, Hecha. Please have a growth cycle that is very regular. So you go break the chain. Yes. Hi, Susan. Tank. Whichever you want to be called. I remembered. If you have carpets, sprinkle salt in the carpets, the vac a few days later. I've got carpets in the hallway and the back room and in Hunter's bedroom, but I don't have carpets in the bathroom, my bedroom, and the front room or the kitchen. So, yeah. What's her name? My daughter got a kitten last week. She's called it Cow. I've called it Tallulah, but I should have called her Cow because she's a little cow bag. And I do call her cow bag more often than Tallulah. Right, we're going quick. You have to kill the fleas now and kill the hatchlings as they emerge. Yeah, well, look, you're making me itch. Well, you're not, I am. I'm making myself itch just by thinking about it. I'm getting 3 flea bombs. So I've got one to do on Saturday. Well, it's not one, it's 3. So I have to put one downstairs. Well, yeah, one downstairs, one in hallway, one upstairs. And then we have to leave for the day. And the cat's got to go somewhere for the day. And then in 2 weeks' time, I've got to do it again. And so on and so forth. But I will get rid of them because it's gross and ew. Yeah, it's not for me. Every 7 days, the eggs hatch out. Thousands of them. Right, so I need to do it every week then. Wonderbar. If you have wall-to-wall carpet, sprinkle borax along the wall edge as the fleas can jump there. Yep, and hide. Bathe the cat to watch the fleas float off. Oh, she hardly had any on her, to be fair. But I've bathed her like 4 times. And I go through her with flea comb, knit comb, 3-4 times a day. And I'm not finding out now other than scabs where the poor bugger's been eaten. And it's not right fair. You love that name. Thanks. You know you have them if you walk in a room and they jump to your bare skin. No, I don't like that yet. So I might have actually caught it before anyone else, before she's passed it to my house. Because as she came in the house, I went, right, grab her, get her in that bath. So fingers crossed I got them before. But, these things happen. I've been vacuuming 3 or 4 times a day along the sofa, along the edges, everywhere. So, yeah, I've been doing that. Did I say hi, Belinda? I think I did, but I'll say it again. Hi, Belinda. Good, you might be able to not bomb the house if chemicals are a problem. It's more of a powder bomb. So rather than getting a big tub of powder and sprinkling it everywhere, it's like this big, and it's a powder bomb, as far as I'm aware. But then I need to come in and leave it. Well, I need to leave it for 6 hours, and then I need to come in and hoover it up. Oh, yeah, I'll leave it on her. So, yes, sat here scratching my head now. I'm not surprised I keep doing it as well. It's well bad, isn't it? You talk about stuff like that and then you're like, ew, 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 seriously, no. So, yeah, I understand. I've done, I actually put some conditioner on her and left it because with knits as well, with kids, I sounds really weird, but I'd use vinegar to kill them and be able to get them out. And then I'd put conditioner in for the eggs to suffocate it all and then go through with knit comb again, get off all I could, and then leave it, I think it was 6 to 12 hours, wash their hair with shampoo and then condition again, wash it all off, and it'd come out really nice. So you have to vacate the house for hours. It gets everywhere. Yeah. Your hair looks so pretty, by the way. Oh, thank you. It's because I washed it yesterday. It's amazing what giving it a wash and a brush does. And what putting on glasses does as well. I don't look as tired or run down. Ew. Tell you what I am sick of, though. Cat hairs. And dog hairs. And she's a little bugger because although she's a good girl because she does go in a toilet thing because she's an indoor cat as well. But she's a bugger for climbing up all over my stuff. She's nosy. She loves my yarn, and the proper yarn, though, the stuff that still smells like sheep. She's all over it. Little. It looks very healthy. Oh, thank you. It's because I haven't dyed it for ages. You can see where I last dyed it. It's when it were really short. So, yeah. I hadn't dyed it for a long time, so that's maybe why. Although I am going grey now, so you can see where I've slept as well because it gets that little bit of volume. I like it. I'm going grey now, so I don't know whether to go grey gracefully or wait until I've just keep dyeing it until I've got more of a coverage, and then when I'm actually all grey, just leave it to grow out then, because little bits and bobs is different, isn't it? I call my dog hair Corso Confetti. Oh, do you know my hairs? I try with it. That's about it. I just nearly spilt that everywhere. See, I like the idea of going grey gracefully, but when it's the odd bit here and there, and then you actually one falls out and it's actually not grey, it's pure white and like wire, and you're like, so why are none of the others like that? Why is it just one? So am I going to go grey or am I going to go white? I don't know what that was. My mother used a rinse to cover the grey, and it always looked fresh. Cool. Yeah, well, I just kind of, I don't mind going grey. That really don't bother me. Don't bother me at all. But when I dye it, I tend to have loads of, how do I put it? Loads of different colours because my hair is so many different shades of brown. It's unreal. So that when I dye it, I get like 100 different shades of red. So, yeah. It'd look great. Oh, thanks. My cat likes to sit in the fleece I'm prepping. If I leave the room, she's straight on whatever's out. And the dog likes to run through the neat piles of locks I've been stacking. Nightmare. Do you know that sounds about blooming right? Yeah. Wow. I don't care, but I don't even have it professionally cut either, so I am no barometer for hair advice. I don't get it professionally done either, sweetheart, so I won't worry. My professional is Leanne, can you give my hair a trim? Cheers. And Leanne trims it. Although last time, because we were in lockdown, I got Georgie to do it. I got my daughter to do it, which you got one little bit of my hair. Look, what is with my hair, right? All curls in, and then you get that one bit. Like, no, I'm going to be as stubborn as you are and just stick out here. Because it does. It's random. Horrible. You can dye it grey. Well, I could, but then I've got to bleach it blonde first. Then I've got to dye it grey. It just takes too long. It takes too long. When I drop a quilt on the floor to trim for binding, excuse me, I'm burping at the same time. Cue the cat, stomps across it to inspect. Quilt cat magnets. Yeah. That flip gives it charm. Do you know, that's what I used to say about my fringe, because when I was a kid, I had a fringe. So you can imagine, right? I'd have this fringe, and from here, it'd go like that. Like, yeah, I'm like, so cool. And that is what my fringe did, but naturally. I had no choice. That is where my fringe went every time. And it were always that side as well. I could never get it to go that side because it'd just fall. But it'd always be that side. And it still quite happily sits there like that, like it's just meant to be. It's just, sometimes I do wonder what is going through my head. Right, so I don't like it. There we go. Back to normal. So, lucky for that. I'm not sure. I used to look, it's like Hunter's got it as well. I call it his cow lick. It looks like he's been licked by a cow, and then it just goes, whoosh. Even when it's just been cut, it really doesn't matter. He's got the cow lick. Oh, let me stretch my leg. She's sat on the front window right now, downstairs, watching the birds as they eat the food in the next door neighbour's garden. You can see a little tail twitching like, oh, if only I could get through this window, I'd have you. But she's got a bell on, so the deer are coming. I've put a bell on her because it's only fair on the little birdies that they know that she's coming. And if they don't move when bell's there, then it's their own damn fault. How did you come to get adopted by a cat? I'm not sure. Kimmy's boyfriend got kicked out because they were scruffy. That's all I'm going to say. I'm quite disgusted. She got brought up better than that, but we'll leave it. And yeah, he got kicked out. She's moved in with a gran because she doesn't want to stay here, and she has her reasons, and I understand her. I've got no problem. So I acquired the cat because it'd have either gone on streets or gone to a shelter, and she was like, oh, but it's my baby, I don't want to lose my baby. So she comes down every day to see a cat. So, yeah. I'm hoping it's only temporary. I seem to do this. I seem to acquire animals that need some attention and looking after and bringing back to healthy standards. And then they go back to their owner in good shape. And their owner's like, oh, I best keep it like this. And they get better, treat better. It's just one of those things. So I'm actually thinking about fostering dogs once Tallulah goes back with Kimberly when she finds somewhere else. But we'll see whether Tallulah wants to leave. That's the only problem. She may not want to. I don't need to do that. Oh, and I found my Susan Bates. Look, I'm well happy. Not using that wooden thing. Found my Susan Bates. And if Kim is watching, I am sorry, darling, but it's one of those. We live and we learn, and we do things better. We've all got to make mistakes to be able to learn from them. So, not to worry. I have to go, sweetie, and eat. Have a great day. Okay, you have a good afternoon, sweetheart. My daughter adopted a kitten while in a dorm at college. You have a cat. Hello? Sorry about that. It was school. Oh my God, Hunter's off for a week next week. I hate school holidays. Hate them. I swear I never had this many holidays when I was a kid. I swear. I swear. So yes, I have got my Bates hook back. I am so happy. Right, my daughter adopted a kitten while in a dorm at college. You can't have a cat in dorms here, so it got kicked out to me. Yes, it's usually how it blooming happens. So yeah. Oh, Mr. Bates, what are you doing? Yes. I rescued unadoptable American Pit Bull Terriers for about 15 years. Had to retire at about 5 years ago. Oh, that's amazing, Duana. Because I've always said it's not the animal, it's the owner. And if the owner doesn't bring said dog up properly, said dog is going to act how said dog is brought up. So, good on you. Yeah, no dogs should be persecuted just because of the name. I'm sorry, but if you love the dog will love you. If you introduce people to that dog, it knows that people are safe. So it's all on how you bring it up in my eyes. She's almost 19 now. Don't say that to me, Chris. I'm not intending to have her for that long. She's already taken up. I mean, I sit in my bedroom with dreamies for the cat. Like, she comes up, I'm like, oh, you want some? And I give her treats. She's going to end up being fat. Oh, gosh. Whoa. She already has breakfast and dinner and then treats in between. She likes her milk and she likes her cream. She's definitely a cat that's got the cream. My granny's was like a rescue centre when I was young. I loved it. If anyone in the area couldn't take care of animals, they ended up at hers. Yeah, I'm going to be like that. That's going to be me, Hannah. That is going to be me. And I have an 18 and a 16-year-old. That's a warning to you. No. No, I'm not having any more. No. I'm not listening, Chris. I'm not listening. I'm not looking. I do the same with my cat. Yeah, I love them too. I'm just... Yes, she's spoilt already. She had me trained in first, 6 hours. Oh, hang on. I'm back. Right. Just Hunter's school sorting out vouchers for while they're off school. So, because he's on free school meals, even though I send him in with a pack up because he's a funny bugger, but he gets vouchers when he's on his holidays, so I can feed the hungry Horace and not have to worry. So yeah, that's what that were about. Mine has me trained to wake up in the middle of the night for the feeding. No, I've got her trained that way. I don't wake up for no one. Now that I don't have any babies, there's no waking up. And she doesn't even do my head in or out. But I am up at 7 in the morning. She gets fed soon as I've made my first brew, so about 7:15. And then she gets fed when we have our tea so that she leaves us alone because she likes my food. She likes pinching off my plate, the little sausage. She's very loving. I will give her that. So, yeah. She's a love. She's a little love. Oh, believe me, Hannah, when I had Gin, the dog, if I weren't up at a certain time, that dog just pissed on my floor and pooed wherever. So it was like, I'm not having that. Not a chance. You 9-year-old dog. I know you're struggling a bit with your bladder, but don't take Michael. Because he got 3 walks a day, plus he got let out at night before we all went to bed. So about 11:30 to midnight. But then he was peeing and pooing on my floor if I weren't up for 7 o'clock. So he got some tellings off. But yeah, I'm not getting up in the middle at night to feed a cat. How many times do you feed them? I feed her twice. Is that enough? And then treats. And then whatever she decides to pinch off us. Is that enough? She's got a water and a milk and double cream. She's going to be a fat cat. She's only 8 months old. I thought I could hear her then. It's that weekend. She didn't wake me up for food. She waited until I got up. That's plenty. Oh, good. I don't give her many treats. I say I give her treats. She's only allowed 6 a day. I think I give her 10. She'd get mad with me if I didn't give her more than 6. She'd just whine at me. Hi, Barbara. You all right, darling? Cat eats dog biscuits. Dog eats cat food and biscuits. Dog's a chihuahua and thinks it's a cat. Thinks he's a cat. Yeah, that wouldn't surprise me. Yeah, well, I still have dog biscuits and treats in the house, and she has attempted to eat them. But that's in case I acquire another dog for a while. Question is, Q is a problem, though, because she has always been scrawny. She can't gain weight, never has been able to. I think she has a digestive tract issue. Oh, bless her. Well, I don't think Tulula. I keep calling her Tula though because it's just easier. Tula. Call her T. T. She don't listen to her name anyway. She listens to Oi, come here. She's mostly blind and definitely deaf. Oh, she's been tested for everything under the sun. Bless her. Bless her. Did I do it on that one as well? No, just that one because I'm weird. Oh no, because it still shouldn't have been done there. Never mind. Done something wrong at some point, but it's all right. I'm not going all the way back 2.5 rows just to sort it out. It's fine. And her kidneys are shot, so she drinks and pees, but it's very good about the litter box. Oh, good. Bless her. Well, they get to that age, don't they? It's like my dog. When we had to have him put down, he couldn't even get himself off the sofa to go for a walk, to be able to go to the toilet. It just came out while he was sat down. And it was like, poor baby. And it wasn't a quality of life for him. He was struggling with everything. So we did have him put down. And it broke Chris's heart, bless him, because he was his dog before I came along. He told me when I was going into labour as well, did Ash. He was so sweet. She only sits with me when I'm asleep, so I get no pleasure at all. Soon as I wake up, she struggles up and leaves me. Oh, bless her. Yeah, it is. It's when when they've got nothing. It's not fair to see them struggle in that way. I know, I think I remember that. Oh, and we were all worried for her. Well, I can honestly say drinking your brew 45 minutes after you made it is not good. It's cold. Don't do it. I'm not very good with cold brews. So, what have you all been up to this past week? Because last week I said, oh, I'll be back next Wednesday, not realising it was Thursday that I went live. And I actually meant Thursday. Now we're going to go live again. I'm not very good with my days right now, but I'll get there. She's still here, yowling like a banshee for the next can. Her teeth are mostly gone too and can't eat dry food. Oh, bless her. So she is a proper old dot then, isn't she? See, I didn't realise they lived that long. Because the smaller the dog, the less life expectancy it's got. So I thought it'd be the same with cats. Can you show us your finished advent blanket? It's not finished yet. I'm still filming the spinning and whatnot because it's taking forever because I'm having to the phone, because I still haven't got my other phone, it glitches out when I'm filming, so I can film for 10 minutes at a time. So I'm having to film it, transfer it to this computer, film, transfer, and it's just taking a long time. When it's finished, it will be the end of Vlogmas. And that is all I'm going to call it, the end of Vlogmas. And it's more than likely going to be 2 to 3 hours long. Because I don't really want to edit too much out of it, if that makes any sense. I mean, by all means, I can break it into 3 parts and put it up in 3. But I'd rather just shove it all up. So you can go and find what you need to find. But it will be done. I'm not going to take orders for the advent calendar simply because this isn't where it needs to be, and I don't think I should be doing. But when I do get back into selling, I will let you all know, and I will be getting all that sorted, and we'll get it out again. We had one cat, then took on 2 rescue kittens, and now have a 10-month-old German Shepherd. We have a busy household. Yes, I'm not surprised. 10-month-old German Shepherd. I'll take it off your hands if you really want. Sounds cute. Mopping up puppy pee this week. Oh, are we on training stage? Well, my eyes look so tired today. Adopting Q was the last thing we did with my mother before she. Oh, bless you. Okay, we'll wait. Oh, cool. Yeah, so I do have a plan for it, so not to worry. Still processing fleece. Bought 6 or 5 and an alpaca blanket, which was daft. Took my son to baby gym on Wednesday, which was a disaster. I have little Klingon. You've got a little Klingon. Why not? German Shepherds are gorgeous. They are gorgeous. I have to agree. So, wow. So we've all been busy. We've all been busy this past week, which is good. Like I said, I do have plans with this. I have started with the spinning and whatnot, and I don't want to ruin the surprise. So, yeah, give me a couple of months and it'll be done. Like I said, I'm having to do it in 10-minute increments until I can get the other phone, because the other phone's still in the shop waiting for the new battery. It's had its camera fixed because I can't afford a brand new phone. So I'm getting a second-hand one, but it needs sorting. So once they've got the new battery, I think they're just keeping hold of it, to be fair. Either that or they're filling my daughter full of stuff. But we'll find out later on. We'll find out. We'll see. But anyway, yeah, right now it's slow going. It's slow going and I will get there. So while I'm not doing that, I'm doing little bits of this. When I'm not doing this, I'm doing bits of the house and I'm looking after the cat and I'm getting my head back together. And I'm nearly there. I have good news. Had to install a new weather heater and the plumber left the temperature too bloody high. But now I can wash a fleece inside the house quickly before we reset it. Yay! Silver lining, Chris. There is always a silver lining to a hot house. For me, it's not being in pain. I'm being able to dry fleece, but the pain is better for me. Because I don't like it when it's cold and I have to go outside, because when I have to go outside when it's cold, I end up shivering and I hurt my back. So we don't like cold. It's like I can turn you around and show you outside and it looks gorgeous out there. I mean, you can tell it's bright in here and there's no light on, right? It's gorgeous out there. But my God, is it cold. So I like to sit in my window downstairs, get the heat from the sun through the window and close my eyes and feel like I'm outside, because while I'm sat in that window, I can hear every car and every conversation that goes on outside. So I can feel like I'm outside. I just don't have the breeze or the coldness. I've got the heat coming through the window. So there we go. All's good. It does take time, and I need to see. I'm going to struggle because I've done this forever. And now I know it's because I'm autistic. It doesn't mean it's going to stop. It doesn't mean I'm going to notice when it's happening and be able to stop it. So it's like when I get caught up in different things, I don't know, baking, for instance. I cannot do it for years on end. And then one day I'll start baking and I'll do baking for days. And I mean days, to a point of we can't even eat what I've baked. But I end up focusing on that one thing and I have to do it. I can't not do it. And I'm like that with so much throughout the aspects of my life, that being told that I'm autistic, yes, I can see it looking back, but I can't see it coming forward, if you know what I'm trying to say. So, yes, my cat sits in the sunbeam. I call myself a lizard more than a cat, because lizards need the sunshine to be able to move and do things. And I need sunshine to be able to move and do things. So, yeah, I see myself more of a lizard than a cat. But, yeah. Freezing here with squally snow, showers. It's freezing. Oh, you're up in Scotland. We've been told that we're supposedly getting snow this weekend, next week sometime. I seriously don't believe it. Or if we do, we'll just get some little flurries. It won't settle. I won't see it, and it'll disappear, and I'll be disappointed like usual, because I like to be the first person to walk on the snow, come back inside, get wrapped up, get hot chocolate or a coffee and sit there and watch it. I like to watch it. So yeah. Lovely day here. Do probably take little man to park later. Don't blame you. If it's warm. If he's not, get some gloves on his little hands. Otherwise, that wind will bite them off, because it's not the ambient air out there right now. It's the wind that is so cold. So cold. Compulsive. Yeah, I am. I just can't help it. Hindsight is 2020. Exactly. So, and it's always what if. Well, there's no point in what ifing, is there? Because it's happened. It's not what you can change. We had hail past 2 nights. Never snow. Yeah, do you know what? Last week we had hailstone from Thursday afternoon right through till Saturday. So yeah, we had 2 days of rain as well. I mean, hailstone, Hannah. She walks, she talks, she slithers on her belly like a reptile. Come see the amazing lizard lady. Yeah, that's me, the amazing lizard lady, Sadie. Hi, Val. I like to look at the snow as well. Cold equals pain. It does. But when you sat all wrapped up in your dressing gown and your blanket with a hot coffee and, excuses, but a quick fag, watching it, it's best thing in the world. But I've got to be the first one to go out and step on it, because I don't like looking at it after the cars and everything have gone past, because it turns sludge. But I like looking at the first footprints, which are mine. Sadie, I remember a while back you mentioning you didn't like spinning raw legs. Just wondering why. I'm getting used to them because I've practiced. But my problem is with raw legs is, how do I explain this? I'm a short forward draw girl. I prefer comb top. If all I had was comb top, I'd be absolutely over the moon. It wouldn't bother me. But I need to get used to using different forms to get different styles of yarn. Otherwise, I'm always just going to be spinning worsted. And I actually like woolen. So I had to learn. I still don't really like them, but like I say, I'm a short forward draw girl. I like going like this. I'm making it as fine as possible. Whereas with Rolex, I struggle to keep consistency. It's always got lumps and bumps in. But I'm getting better. So I hope that helps. You have to say that sentence like an American carnival barker. She walks, she talks, she slithers on her belly like a reptile. Come see the amazing lizard lady Sadie. I shouldn't be allowed out. I shouldn't be let free. That is the best feeling. It is. I agree. Rolegs just bunch up on me. I've discovered. Not a fan. Love comb top. Yeah. Well, with Rolegs, I have to pre-draft, because otherwise, like you say, it all gets right, and I get right. No. So did I do your American accent all right for you there? Hi, Mary Bell. How are you? yeah, I can do a bit of a southern drawl. I wouldn't say you all sound like that. I wouldn't say you all sound like that. So yeah, just try pre-drafting, Ziggy. It might help. It might not. But I pre-draft for that reason because it bunched up and it did my head in too. So I can hear the cat purring. But she won't come in, and I don't know why. Tula! Either that or it's not a cat purring and it's a car idling outside, which wouldn't surprise me. Oh dear, I find them difficult if I have pulled them off the board a little too tightly. That or they haven't been put, it hasn't, because you can put it onto the board and it can come off in clumps off your comb top. And then when you put it in a rolag, it can also come off as a clump, even if you pre-draft it, which is why I'm so finicky on my board, because I don't like it when it comes out in big clumps off the comb top. And the worst one for doing it is merino. I'm sorry to say, but merino is the worst comb top that you can get pre-dyed from the mill, because it comes out in clumps. Even when you're trying to spin it, it comes out in clumps. Ooh, I had a bit of a rant then. Who'd have thought it, Sadie ranting about merino? Who'd have thought it, Sadie having a rant? What's new nowadays? Am I nearly at the end of my row? No, I've got to go around that corner yet. Gotta go to there. I tell you. Oh, well, it has been an hour and it is now 12:05. I am feeling a bit hungry. I've even had breakfast this morning, which is why I'm feeling hungry at dinner time. This is why I don't usually eat breakfast, because otherwise I'm eating all day long. So, yeah, I'm going to go and make myself some tomato soup with bread and butter for my lunch, dinner, whatever you want to call it. I call it dinner because I'm a commoner. And then, yeah, I'm going to do another 10 minutes of filming. Get it out at where, get it done. He's doing. Do you know what I've done though? It's really weird. The only thing you're probably going to notice is the hair change, because I've kept the same clothes. So it looks like I've done it all in one day, except for my hair's in different positions. Oh. That'll be fun. So yeah, it is now time. I will get there. For me to go. No matter where you are in the world, whether it's morning, afternoon, evening, or night time, I want you to do what you love doing. And I shall see you all again next week. Slowly but surely, I will be back. And I can tell you all about next month when I start doing my forklift truck training. So my lives next month in March will be on the evenings, and they may be on the evenings from that point, because I hope to have a job soon, driving forklift trucks around the warehouse. So, yeah, it'll all be good. I love y'all so much. I was watching Rebecca from Chemnitz and noticed her hair changes. Yes. Yeah. We wear the same clothes, but as hair is like different ways. And it's like, hey, ho, what you up to? Don't know, kind of thing. So, yeah. I love you all. And I will keep you all posted. You might get little 15-second updates on the quick bit when I'm on lunch times and whatnot, break times next month when I'm doing all my training. It's all exciting. I can't wait. Thank you. You know, I'm new to spinning and I wondered if it was me. Lumps and bumps in Rolex. Yuck. Yes. No, it's not you, darling. Some people don't mind lumps and bumps and just carry on and keep it going. And by the time they've finished, it looks fantastic. But when you're a perfectionist like oneself, who is trying her damnedest not to be a perfectionist, it's the reason why I started using Rolex, because I had to get it away from me. I am not perfection. I am what I am. So, yeah, there we go. A little bit of woohoo for you there. I love you all, and I'll see you all again soon. Bye, beautifuls. But I'll keep you posted.